MMA back with another video. Just uploaded 12 minutes ago. This is going to be scheduled for tomorrow. Please subscribe. Only 4% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers, 10K by the end of the year. It's going to happen. Please like the video and comment. Also, today I'm going over UFC downfalls that I'm predicting. Okay, some of these guys may have been featured on my UFC comebacks I'm going to see, or what was it called? UFC fighters I still believe in, delusional. So some of these takes are like how I really feel about these guys, unfortunately. But yeah, and this is one of them. Steve Urseg, bro. He's cooked, bro. I'm sorry, you're not beating Brandon Moreno, buddy. You're going on a 3-fight losing skid. Back to Best Buy, buddy. Get me my TV. He does look like a Best Buy worker. I think Bedtime MMA said that. But I love this guy. But like, I just don't see him beating Brandon Moreno, especially when he's on a skid. I wish they gave him an easier fight. I don't know why he's fighting up after getting knocked out. I get that a lot of people like Urseg and a lot of people have faith in him because of his close fight with Pantoja. I wish they gave this guy, like, honestly, Kai Asakura to see, like, where that guy, Kai Asakura, falls into the rankings. If he does even fall into the rankings, I feel like that would be a much more intriguing matchup. I just think he's going to get, like, not smudged, but I feel like it'll be kind of a boring Brandon Moreno decision because I feel like their grappling might mitigate, and I think Urseg will be tentative on the feet after getting knocked out. He's never really been, like, he's a good striker, but he's not powerful or like a great striker, you know. He has one knockout highlight and everyone glazes his power now. But moving on to bantamweight, this is one I'm kind of happy about. No, I like this guy, but I just like don't like how people glaze him. Corey Sandhagen, bro. Name one Corey Sandhagen elite win challenge impossible. Like, Aljo lost, Peter Yan lost, Umar lost. Who else? He's beat Cheeto Vera and Rob Fonto. But I think, like, I honestly hope they match this guy with Figueiredo because I think Figueiredo would beat him. Figueiredo's ranked number 5 right now. Corey's ranked number 4. I feel like the fight makes sense. Corey just took like a big fight for the UFC, like a helpful last fight by fighting Umar. I'm not mad at Figueiredo fighting up one ranking after losing to Peter Yan. That was a crazy fight. I think that makes sense matchmaking wise. It does kind of make bantamweight like 2021 lightweight where the top guys just fight each other. But like, that's a banger fight too. I'm not even mad about it. Both guys are super well rounded, but I think Corey would lose, and I think a lot of the guys coming up would beat Corey. I think Corey is very overrated. He's like just okay everywhere, which means he can beat like an average fighter, but he's not gonna beat a great fighter. Like, I don't think he's a top 5 caliber fighter. Honestly, he shouldn't be. That I think bantamweight is more shallow than people think, and that's because Corey Sandhagen's in the top 5. Like, I think everyone above him would beat him pretty soundly. Like, Umar already did it. I think Merab would beat him pretty soundly. I think Sean O'Malley would beat him pretty soundly. So yeah. Next, featherweight. I'm picking Pitbull to beat Yair, and I think Yair's time in the top 5 is done. It should have been done a long time ago. Guy's still ranked above Ortega, even though it took just a year-long hiatus for no reason. Hasn't won, and Ortega was actually fighting during that time and took a loss, and now Yair's somehow ranked higher than him just by being inactive. Yair won the Ortega fight via inactivity, even though Ortega really won by submission. But I think Pitbull's going to beat this guy. I think Yair is very entertaining, but super overrated now. He used to be, like, actually pretty good. Like, the Chan Sung Jung knockout, that was crazy. Don't get me wrong, Yair has some crazy highlights. Honestly, picked him to beat Volk. I thought Volk's downfall was going to come one fight earlier than it did come. But I do think Volk will retain the belt, side note. But I think Yair's cooked. I think he's going to lose to Pitbull, get ranked pretty low, and then I think they're going to force him to fight down because I don't think this guy keeps fighting up and just like holding his ranking. It really pisses me off how this guy still has a spot in the top 5. Moving on to lightweight, I wouldn't say this is a downfall because people already kind of think this guy's very overrated. Michael Chandler, brother, your time has come. I think Michael Chandler's time has come, bro. I think he's going to lose to Patty, and I think I think he's just going to go for, like, money fights. He might move up to 170, be like, I want to put food in the mouths of my family. Like, I'm just fighting for money fights now. Like, I could just see him tweeting that out after the Patty fight. Like, I paid him full, as the legend Dustin Poirier would say, and then Dustin replies to the tweet with, like, shut up or some shit. But, like, I could definitely see that. I just think he's old, and his fight style just, like Oliveira, he fought pretty smartly against Oliveira and still lost. Like, a lot of the argument with Michael Chandler would be like, oh, if he just locked in, he'd be fine. Like, no, Oliveira out-wrestled him, bro. Oliveira fought smart. Chandler fought pretty smart. Like, Oliveira just like dog walked him. I was one of those people for a while who was like, oh, if Chandler fought smart. I do think if he fought smart, he could beat Poirier Gaethje if he just like wrestled and was super tactical about it. But still, his chin is like, he's pretty chinny, bro. But yeah, next guy, Leon Edwards is losing to Sean Brady, and I think he's kind of on the downfall. I feel like Leon's one of those guys who doesn't take losses super well. He got like ragdolled by Bilal badly. I think Sean Brady's going to do a similar, less impressive, but similar performance. I don't think Leon's improved his grappling that much within this time period. They never came out and said, oh, he was injured in that fight. Gave no excuses, which honestly I respect. Too many fighters were like, oh, I was injured, I was this, I was that. I respect Leon for that. But like, I just don't think he's made significant improvements, and I think Sean Brady's a really good striker. Or I mean grappler, excuse me, and good wrestler. So I think Sean Brady's going to smudge him, and I think after that, they're going to make Leon fight like an Ian Gary or someone down there, and I think that's a very losable fight for him. Or maybe they give him like MVP. They try and fast-track MVP if he wins like a fight against a top welterweight. I want MVP to start trying, bro. I low-key think MVP could be a problem, but he's just like old and doesn't try now. He's like Unk Kevin Holland, bro. Literally just like taking fights at middleweight and welterweight, like I know they probably paid him a bunch to go up and fight Share a Bullet, but that fight pissed me off for both parties. Like, why would Share a Bullet take that fight? Does nothing for you. Doesn't do anything in the rankings. You just got fraud checked for no reason by a welterweight. An MVP, like, okay, take it for the money, but like, you're old. If you want to win a UFC belt, which you said you did, like, come on. Like, you had a close fight with Ian Gary, bro. I have confidence in you against some of these top guys. I would like to see you inserted into the top 10 of welterweight. Moving on to middleweight, little sidetrack. Sean Strickland. I think Sean Strickland's time at the top is done. I think they're going to match him up with Kyle Boalo. I think this new gen, like the old gen of middleweights, is kind of getting washed away. Like Izzy, Whitaker, Strickland, Jared Cannonier. I think all those guys are kind of like on their last legs, like that generation of middleweight. And it's going to be Imavov, Hamzat, Boalo, Dricus. I think that's going to be what it is. And I think Strickland's just done. I think he's going to get matched up with Kyle Boalo, and I think he's going to lose. That's pretty much all to it. And I think you're going back to the Apex against Jared Cannonier after that, buddy. Get ready to Apex main event, buddy. And he probably will lose like another robbery decision to Jared and be like, it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. Like, and then he'll like scream the last 10 seconds of, I was dominating the whole fight. I think on Joe Rogan he said, I thought I won the first 3 rounds confidently, so I just coasted the last 2. Like, that's why fans don't like your fight style, bro. Next, Jan Blachowicz. Number 3 light heavyweight, hasn't fought since the big 2023, by the way, but that's a story for another time. But I think he's going to lose to Olberg, and I think he might retire or take another fight and lose. I just think he's too old. He's been inactive for too long. Olberg's been very active, good striker. I get Blachowicz is a skilled striker too, but he's pretty small for this division. You don't realize, like, Blachowicz is very small for light heavyweight. I think he was always a little bit overrated just because of, oh, Polish power, blah, blah, blah. Like, you got ragdolled by Glover, buddy. Calm down. But I do think he'll lose to Olberg and then either retire or lose another fight after that. And I don't get how this guy's ranked number 3. If Zabit and Leon get pulled from the rankings, bro, pull this guy too. Moving on to heavyweight, this one has no logic behind it. It's just kind of a gut feeling. I think they're going to book Volkov versus Pavlovich again, and I feel like Pavlovich is just going to knock him out. I feel like after the Rosenstrike fight, he needed one win to like get his legs under him, be like, okay, I'm Sergey Pavlovich. I'm not going to get knocked out. I'm not going to get submitted. I'm confident. I think he's going to be back in blood, and I think Pavlovich is going to knock Volkov out. The Russian battle. Maybe Trump will be like, oh, we need to book this in Moscow. Show an American company in the what is it? The People's Republic of Russia? Like an American company in Russia would be a beautiful thing. Like, that'd be pretty funny. Volkov, Pavlovich in Moscow, get like all the Dagestan undercard. But you know, I just think Pavlovich would knock him out in the rematch. I think Pavlovich has gotten his confidence back. He fought tentatively against Rosenstrike, but I think after getting a win under his belt, he will fight more confidently. And I think that Gone robbery against Volkov is gonna like set off a chain reaction for his career. I don't know why. It's gut feeling I have. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll probably upload again. This is going up tomorrow. I'll probably upload another video today for you guys. Today is tomorrow for me. So yeah.